Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Naresh Mago and with me is Vaibhav Jyotsna Srivastav with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India has become one of the biggest solar power generating nations. Addressing the nation in Mann Ki Baat program, the Prime Minister expresses confidence that day is not far when Suryagrams in India will become a mass movement. Mr. Modi invites startups and innovators to take advantage of huge opportunities in the space sector. Prime Minister asks people to adopt basic principles of mission life to protect environment. Addressing Jammu and Kashmir Rozgar Mela, Prime Minister says it is time to take full advantage of the new possibilities. Military transport aircraft manufacturing project will be unveiled by the Prime Minister in Vadodara today. Chhath Puja festivities at its peak, devotees to offer prayers to Sun God at sunset this evening. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol declares national mourning following death of 151 people in Halloween crush in Seoul. And in cricket, Men in Blue will be up against Proteans in ICC T20 Men's World Cup in Perth this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today asserted that India has become one of the biggest countries to generate electricity from solar energy. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio this morning, the Prime Minister said the whole world is looking at solar energy as the future. He stressed that India is combining her traditional experiences with modern science in this field. He further stated that solar energy is changing the lives of the poor and middle class of the country. Mr. Modi said the sun has not only been worshipped for centuries in India, but has also been the focus of the way of life of the people. He cited the example of Thiru K. Erulan of Tamil Nadu, who is a farmer.
सूर्य देव का ये वरदान है सौर ऊर्जा, सोलर एनर्जी आज एक ऐसा विषय है जिसमें पूरी दुनिया अपना भविष्य देख रही है और भारत के लिए तो सूर्य देव सदियों से उपासना ही नहीं जीवन पद्धति के भी केंद्र में रह रहे हैं। भारत आज अपने पारंपरिक अनुभवों को आधुनिक विज्ञान से जोड़ रहा है, तभी आज हम सौर ऊर्जा से बिजली बनाने वाले सबसे बड़े देशों में शामिल हो गए हैं। सौर ऊर्जा से कैसे हमारे देश के गरीब और मध्यम वर्ग के जीवन में बदलाव आ रहा है वो भी अध्ययन का विषय है। तमिलनाडु में कांचीपुरम में एक किसान है थिरु के एजिलन, इन्होंने पीएम कुसुम योजना का लाभ लिया और अपने खेत में 10 हॉर्स पावर का सोलर पंप सेट लगवाया। अब उन्हें अपने खेत के लिए बिजली पर कुछ खर्च नहीं करना होता है। खेत में सिंचाई के लिए अब वो सरकार की बिजली सप्लाई पर निर्भर भी नहीं है।
Mr. Modi said that solar energy has demonstrated that people can be paid for producing electricity instead of them paying for using electricity. He spoke about the country's first solar village, Modhera of Gujarat. He exuded pride that most houses in Modhera Suryagram have started generating electricity from solar power. He said that people of many villages of the country are now writing to him, stating that their village should also be converted into a Suryagram. He expressed confidence that the day is not far when the construction of Suryagrams in India will become a big mass movement. Mr. Modi also introduced the listeners of Mann Ki Baat to the people of Modhera. He spoke to Vipin Patel, who said the economic condition in the entire village is improving. The Prime Minister also had a conversation with Varshaben from Modhera village. Varshaben expressed happiness that the village now has electricity 24 hours a day and there is no electricity bill at all. The Prime Minister said Modhera should be an inspiration for the whole country and this experience can be replicated across the country. The power of the sun will now save money and increase income. Mr. Modi mentioned Manzoor Ahmed Larwal from Srinagar, who got a solar rooftop plant installed at his house, which reduced his electricity expenditure to less than half. He also spoke about Kunni Deori from Odisha, who is making solar energy a medium of employment for herself as well as for other women. The Prime Minister noted with pride that India is doing wonders in the space sector as well, and the whole world is surprised at the achievements of India. Mr. Modi highlighted that India placed 36 satellites in the space simultaneously just a day before Diwali. He termed it a special Diwali gift from the youth to the country. He said that digital connectivity will be further strengthened with this launch, and even the remotest areas will be more easily connected with the rest of the country. He remembered the days when India was denied the cryogenic rocket technology. Mr. Modi pointed out that the scientists of India not only developed indigenous technology, but dozens of satellites are being sent to space simultaneously with the help of this technology today. He added that India has emerged as a strong player in the global commercial market with the launch, and new doors of opportunities have also opened up for India. Mr. Modi said that the space sector was earlier confined within the purview of government systems, but revolutionary changes started coming in since the space sector was opened for India's youth. Indian industries and startups are engaged in bringing new innovations and new technologies in this field. The Prime Minister said that the collaboration of InSpace is going to make a big difference in this area. Non-government companies are also getting the facility to launch their payloads and satellites through InSpace. He urged startups and innovators to take advantage of these huge opportunities being created in India in the space sector.
भारतीय इंडस्ट्री और स्टार्टअप्स इस क्षेत्र में नए नए इनोवेशंस और नई नई टेक्नोलॉजी लाने में जुटे हैं। विशेषकर इन स्पेस के सहयोग से इस क्षेत्र में बड़ा बदलाव होने जा रहा है। इन स्पेस के जरिए गैर सरकारी कंपनियों को भी अपने पेलोड्स और सैटेलाइट लॉन्च करने की सुविधा मिल रही है। मैं अधिक से अधिक स्टार्टअप्स और इनोवेटर्स से आग्रह करूंगा कि वे स्पेस सेक्टर में भारत में बन रहे इन बड़े अवसरों का पूरा लाभ उठाएं।
The Prime Minister also spoke about the scope of student power, saying it is the basis of making India powerful. He expressed confidence that when India celebrates her centenary, this power of youth will take India to the heights that the country is working on today. He found the way India's youth solve problems in hackathons to be very inspiring. Mr. Modi said he had called for Jai Anusandhan from the Red Fort and had also talked about making this decade the Techade of India.
इसी महीने 14-15 अक्टूबर को सभी 23 IITs अपने इनोवेशंस और रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट को प्रदर्शित करने के लिए पहली बार एक मंच पर आए। इस मेले में देश भर से चुनकर आए स्टूडेंट्स और रिसर्चर्स उन्होंने 75 से अधिक बेहतरीन प्रोजेक्ट्स को प्रदर्शित किया। हेल्थ केयर, एग्रीकल्चर, रोबोटिक्स, सेमीकंडक्टर्स, 5G कम्युनिकेशन, ऐसी ढेर सारी थीम्स पर ये प्रोजेक्ट बनाए गए थे।
The Prime Minister gave the example of a team from IIT Bhubaneswar who developed a portable ventilator for newborn babies. It runs on battery and can be used easily in remote areas. He said this can prove to be very helpful in saving the lives of babies who are born prematurely. Mr. Modi also mentioned that several IITs are working together on a multilingual project that makes learning local languages easier. This project will help the new national education policy in achieving those goals as well.
कई सारी IITs मिलकर एक बहुभाषक प्रोजेक्ट पर भी काम कर रही है, जो स्थानीय भाषाओं को सीखने के तरीके को आसान बनाता है। ये प्रोजेक्ट नई राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति को उन लक्ष्यों को प्राप्ति में भी बहुत मदद करेगा। आपको ये जानकर भी अच्छा लगेगा कि IIT मद्रास और IIT कानपुर ने भारत के स्वदेशी 5G टेस्टबेड को तैयार करने में अग्रणी भूमिका निभाई है।
Touching upon the subject of environment, Mr. Modi highlighted that there is no dearth of people who spend a lifetime in the protection of the environment. He cited the example of Suresh Kumar, who lives in Bengaluru. 20 years ago, Mr. Kumar had taken the initiative to rejuvenate a forest of Sahkar Nagar in the city. The saplings that were planted 20 years ago have grown into 40 feet tall trees. Suresh Kumar has also built a bus shelter in Sahkar Nagar to promote Kannada language and culture. Mr. Modi said it would be great if both ecology and culture grow together and flourish. The Prime Minister said more awareness is being seen among people about eco-friendly living and eco-friendly products today. He spoke about one such interesting endeavour from Tamil Nadu. A team of tribal women in Anaikatti, Coimbatore, have crafted 10,000 eco-friendly terracotta teacups for export. The Prime Minister hailed some villages of Tripura which have set very good examples. These villages have ascended to the level of Bio Village 2. Bio Village 2 emphasizes how to minimize the damage caused by natural disasters. Under this, full attention is given to improve the quality of life of the people through various measures. There is a complete focus on solar energy, biogas, beekeeping and biofertilizers. Mr. Modi stressed that BioVillage 2 is going to lend a lot of strength to the campaign against climate change. The Prime Minister said Mission Life, which is dedicated to protect the environment, has also been launched a few days ago. The simple principle of Mission Life is to promote a lifestyle which does not harm the environment. He urged listeners to learn about Mission Life and try to adopt it. The Prime Minister said that the Chhath festival is being celebrated in many parts of the country today. He prayed for everyone's prosperity and well-being, saying that the tradition of worshipping the sun is a proof of how deeply Indian culture and faith are related to nature. He said the festival of Chhath also emphasizes on the importance of cleanliness.
आज देश के कई हिस्सों में सूर्य उपासना का महापर्व छठ मनाया जा रहा है। छठ पर्व का हिस्सा बनने के लिए लाखों श्रद्धालु अपने गांव, अपने घर, अपने परिवार के बीच पहुंचे हैं। मेरी प्रार्थना है कि छठ मैया सबकी समृद्धि, सबके कल्याण का आशीर्वाद दें।
The Prime Minister said that National Unity Day will be observed tomorrow on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
साथियों, कल 31 अक्टूबर को राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस है। सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल जी की जन्म जयंती का पुण्य अवसर है। इस दिन देश के कोने कोने में रन फॉर यूनिटी का आयोजन किया जाता है। ये दौड़ देश में एकता के सूत्र को मजबूत करती है, हमारे युवाओं को प्रेरित करती है। अब से कुछ दिन पहले ऐसी ही भावना हमारे राष्ट्रीय खेलों के दौरान भी देखी है। जुड़ेगा इंडिया तो जीतेगा इंडिया। इस थीम के साथ राष्ट्रीय खेलों ने जहां एकता का मजबूत संदेश दिया, वहीं भारत की खेल संस्कृति को भी बढ़ावा देने का काम किया है।
India will celebrate Janajatiya Gaurav Divas on the 15th of November. Mr. Modi said Janajatiya Gaurav Divas was started last year to celebrate tribal heritage and pride on the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Bhagwan Birsa Munda had united millions of people against the British rule in his short lifetime. Guru Purab will be observed on the 8th of November. Mr. Modi said that throughout his life, Guru Nanak Dev spread the light for the sake of humanity. He highlighted that in the last few years, the country has made many efforts to spread the light of the Gurus to the masses. He said the 550th Prakash Parv of Guru Nanak Dev was celebrated on a large scale in the country and abroad.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that Jammu and Kashmir is the pride of every Indian and together we have to take it to new heights. Stating that the people of the Union Territory have always emphasized on transparency, he said that time has come to leave the old challenges and take advantage of the new possibilities. Addressing the Jammu and Kashmir Rozgar Mela via video conferencing, Mr. Modi said that for fast pace of development, we have to work with a new approach and new thinking. Of the appointment letters, the Prime Minister informed that preparations are in full swing to hand out more than 700 appointment letters in other departments in the coming days. He underlined that youth will write a new story of development in Jammu and Kashmir. He also informed that recruitments have been done for about 30,000 posts in government departments since 2019.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India has become one of the biggest solar power generating nations. Addressing the nation in Mann Ki Baat program, the Prime Minister expresses confidence that days not far when Suryagrams in India will become a mass movement. Mr. Modi invites startups and innovators to take advantage of huge opportunities in space sector. Prime Minister asks people to adopt basic principles of Mission Life to protect environment. Addressing Jammu and Kashmir Rozgar Mela, Prime Minister says it is time to take full advantage of the new possibilities. Military transport aircraft manufacturing project will be unveiled by the Prime Minister in Vadodara today. Chhath Puja festivities at its peak devotees to offer prayers to Sun God at sunset this evening. South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol declares national mourning following death of 151 people in Halloween crush in Seoul. And in cricket, Men in Blue will be up against the Proteans in ICC T20 Men's World Cup in Perth this evening. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
दिल्ली में AIR FM गोल्ड आ रहा है नए सुर, ताल और लय के साथ। हर घंटे समाचार, नए रोचक कार्यक्रम और समसामयिक विषयों पर चर्चा। 1 नवंबर से एक बार फिर आप, हम और 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर वही आपका मनपसंद रेडियो चैनल AIR FM गोल्ड करा सोना।
I am India. Look at me. Know my name. We're one of the most mega diverse countries on this planet.
Our weddings, our fashion statements, they're all inspired by our silver screen heroes and heroines.
A 75 years young India.
What we are really going to see India become is a powerhouse.
India 2.0.
The Journey of India from 14th October every Friday at 7 p.m. in Hindi and 10 p.m. in English on DD National.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of a transport aircraft manufacturing project in Vadodara, Gujarat this afternoon to strengthen the logistic capabilities of the Indian Air Force. The project is the first of its kind in which C-295MW transport aircraft will be manufactured in India by private companies Airbus Defence and Tata Consortium. This state-of-the-art transport aircraft with a capacity of 5 to 10 tons will replace the aging Avro aircraft. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Minister of Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia and Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel and other dignitaries will attend the function. We have a report from our correspondent.
In a major boost to Make in India campaign, Airbus Defence and Tata Consortium will soon make transport aircraft for Indian Air Force at Vadodara. This project of 22,000 crore rupees is the first project of its kind in which a military aircraft will be manufactured in India by a private company. This state-of-the-art transport aircraft of 5 to 10 tons capacity will be manufactured for the first time in the country. As per the contract between the two companies, the first 16 flyaway aircraft are scheduled to be received between September 2023 and August 2025, whereas the first Made in India aircraft is expected in the month of September 2026. This aircraft can be used for civilian purposes also. The project, which is in line with the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision of PM Modi, offers a unique opportunity for Indian private companies in the aviation sector. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
As the date of assembly elections in Himachal is approaching, both the major political parties, BJP and Congress, have intensified their election campaign. As many as 32 star campaigners of Vijay Sankalp Abhiyan of the BJP are holding election meetings in various assembly constituencies. BJP National President JP Nadda addressed an election rally at Keelong in Lahaul Spiti district, saying that immense development has taken place in the state under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He added that Atal Tunnel Rohtang was dedicated to the state by the Modi government in a record 6 years. Senior BJP leader and Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the double-engine government has taken all necessary steps for all-round development of the state. Chief Minister Jairam Thakur addressed an election rally at Bhanjaradu ground in Chura Assembly constituency of Chamba district and claimed that BJP will come back to power, winning with a huge majority. On the other hand, Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi will address a public meeting at Paddal Maidan in Mandi tomorrow. Many top brass of the Congress will also hold election rallies this week. The state will go to polls on November the 12th and counting of votes will take place on December the 8th.
Chhath Puja is being celebrated in different parts of the country, including Bihar, Uttar Pradesh and Delhi, with religious fervour and devotion. Devotees will offer oblations to the setting sun this evening. This puja is dedicated to the worship of the sun god and the thank for supporting life on earth. Chhath is celebrated on the 6th day of the month of Kartik in the Vikram Samvat. Our Patna correspondent reports that the festive fervour overriding differences of caste and community brings together devotees of all sections to the same ghats for worshipping the sun god.
Atmosphere is reverberating with devotional songs. Devotees have started gathering at various ghats of rivers, ponds and water reservoirs. All roads led to ghats have been nicely decorated. Standing in knee-deep water, devotees will pay oblations to the setting sun this evening. A large number of devotees have gathered at various sun temples, including Dev in Aurangabad, Badgaon in Nalanda and Ulad Sun Temple in Paliganj to observe the festival. Devotees pray to sun god to bestow them with health, prosperity and progress. It is said those who perform Chhat with full devotion, their desires are fulfilled. Bihar government has made elaborate arrangements to avoid untoward incidents. NDRF teams have also been deployed at main ghats throughout the state. Krishna Kumar Lal, AIR News.
The 4-day Chhat Puja will culminate with oblation to the rising sun tomorrow morning. President Draupadi Murmu and Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar have extended greetings to fellow citizens living in India and abroad on the occasion of Chhat Puja. In her message, the President said, Chhat Puja is an occasion when we express our reverence, affection and gratitude towards Mother Nature. In a tweet today, Mr. Dhankar prayed that this festival may further the spirit of happiness in society and heal the sufferings of all.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has praised the plantation drive of Central Reserve Police Force Jawans. He called the effort an example for the entire country. In the mega drive, the CRPF contingent posted for security of Vishwanath Dham and Gyan Vapi has planted 75,000 trees. In Jammu and Kashmir, 4 persons were killed and 9 others injured in multiple landslides at Ratle Hydroelectric Project in Kishtwar district of Jammu Division last evening. 4 persons, including a police constable and an engineer, were killed and 9 others injured after back-to-back landslides hit a mega power project in Drabshala area of Kishtwar district. Police said that a driver was working at 850 megawatt Ratle hydroelectric project in Drabshala when his excavator was hit by a landslide. The driver got trapped under the debris and later died. A rescue team of around a dozen people, including police personnel, rushed to the spot to retrieve the body of the driver when another landslide hit the project site and all of them got trapped under the debris.
South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol today announced national mourning in order of the lowering of flags over a deadly Seoul stampede during Halloween celebrations that killed at least 151 people, including 19 foreigners. A day after the stampede, Yoon, in a live address to the nation, said that it was truly horrific. He said that this tragedy should never have happened. He further said that the government will designate the period from today until the accident is brought under control as a period of national mourning. He said the government will place top priority in administrative affairs, in recovery and follow-up measures. In Somalia, at least 100 people were killed and 300 injured in 2 car bombs that exploded outside the Education Ministry in capital Mogadishu yesterday. Police said most of the victims were civilians. Some of the injured are in critical condition. The blasts occurred in the Zob district. Authorities said the Al-Shabaab group carried out the attack, targeting the Education Ministry, an intersection and a school. The attack occurred on a day when the President, the Prime Minister and other senior officials were meeting to discuss combating violent extremism, especially by Al-Shabaab group that often targets the capital. The first explosion hit the ministry, then the second blast occurred as ambulances arrived and people gathered to help the victims.
In ICC T20 Men's World Cup, India will face South Africa in the Super 12 Group 2 match at Optus Stadium in Perth this evening. The match will start at 4:30 p.m. India time. India are at the top of the Group 2 points table after thumping wins over Pakistan and the Netherlands. On the other hand, South Africa had to share 1 point with Zimbabwe as the match was called off due to rain. It was followed by a huge win over Bangladesh in the next clash. It will be an interesting encounter as Team India will look to maintain their winning streak in today's clash. According to the Met Department, there will be an overcast evening, but there won't be any rain throughout the game. For the previous 3 days, rain has been falling at the venue. All India Radio will broadcast a live commentary of this match. In today's ongoing match in T20 Men's World Cup being played at Optus Stadium in Perth, the Netherlands have set a winning target of 92 runs before Pakistan. Earlier, Netherlands made 91 for the loss of 9 wickets in their stipulated 20 overs.
Now let us have a look at the weather forecast for the day. National capital Delhi is expected to have clear skies. The minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius while the maximum will be around 31 degrees. Mumbai will also have a clear sky. The minimum temperature was 20 degrees and the maximum will be around 35. Kolkata will have a partly cloudy sky. The minimum temperature was 21 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 31 degrees. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with heavy rain. The minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 30 degrees. Srinagar is expected to have mainly clear skies, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Minimum temperature was 4 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 21. Jammu will have a mainly clear sky. The temperature will hover between 16 and 29 degrees Celsius. Leh will also have a mainly clear sky. The temperature will vary between -4 and 11 degrees Celsius. Muzaffarabad will have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Minimum temperature was 12 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 30 degrees. Gilgit will have partly cloudy skies. The temperature will hover between 3 and 24 degrees Celsius. In the south, Hyderabad will have partly cloudy skies with haze. The minimum temperature was 16 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 30 degrees.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to freedom fighter Pasumpon Muthuramalinga Thevar on the occasion of his Guru Puja. In a tweet, Mr. Modi recalled his outstanding contribution to the nation, particularly in furthering social empowerment, farmers' welfare and removing poverty. The Prime Minister said his ideals will always inspire the people. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India has become one of the biggest solar power generating nations. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program, the Prime Minister expresses confidence that day is not far when Suryagrams in India will become a mass movement. Mr. Modi invites startups and innovators to take advantage of huge opportunities in the space sector. Prime Minister asks people to adopt basic principles of mission life to protect the environment. Addressing the Jammu and Kashmir Rozgar Mela, the Prime Minister says it is time to take full advantage of the new possibilities. The military transport aircraft manufacturing project will be unveiled by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Vadodara today. Chhath Puja festivities are at its peak. Devotees to offer prayers to Sun God at sunset this evening. South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol declares national mourning following deaths of 151 people in a Halloween crush in the capital Seoul. And in cricket, Men in Blue will be up against Proteans in the ICC T20 Men's World Cup in Perth, Australia this evening. For details of these stories and more, you can log on to our website, that is www.newsonair.gov.in. You can also log into our News on AIR app. And with that, we end the Midday News.